having a big run. We have over 100 participants.
Mm.
And a lot of kids have come for the walk.
That's nice.
So it's going on. So I left them walking to take care of our session here. And once I'm done, we'll go and witness the closing. In a big run
nice.
of over 100 participants. Yeah, I think I have some echo. Let me fix that.
So are they running over the...
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Yasmin.
Are they running over the whole forest?
Yes. 15 kilometers.
Wow, that's a lot.
But they're walking, they're not running.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a relief. I wouldn't survive.
Yeah, they're just walking, people in groups talking as they walk. It's a mixture of adults and kids.
If I wasn't moving, I would have participated.
You can take part in the next one. You work out this with Mom. The next one will be on 12th of December, so we will communicate.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it will be much bigger because the first one was last December. We had just about 30 participants. Today's we had over 90 participants, almost 100.
Many people really were interested.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do they work for a certain cause, or is it just to keep them fit and healthy?
It's the cause is to remind people to commit to fitness and health. That's the whole idea.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So let me check in with my colleague Brandon. So we start because he was trying to activate a live connectivity to YouTube. Let me see if he's ready so we can start.
Okay.
Right. So now my very sincere apologies for the delay. I think we'll get started because this Saturday we wanted to do something new for Kids Money. What we wanted to do this Saturday was to stream live on YouTube. And that's exactly what my colleague has been trying to set up, and now he's done. So there are people who would like to listen into what we are doing here via YouTube and even Facebook, and so they'll be able to do so. Going forward, we are going to polish and refine that connectivity to YouTube so that we are able to relay the lessons live on occasions, especially today, because today we try to open up the classes to anyone who was interested in taking part. And just perhaps to get started, I want to just greet all the kids here and hope you had a good week. I know that you are going to be closing school next week for the elections. And when you close school, just know that we are still here on Saturday. We'll be here on 6th. So tell your friends, who will be looking for something to keep them busy that they can join the class on Saturday. Similarly, the following Saturday, that is on 13th of August, as the results for elections are streaming in, we'll also be live on Saturday, the 13th, to deliver the kids' money session. And I think you'll be closing school sometime in September. And when you close school, what we intend to do is to ensure that the classes run every Saturday, so that before you go out to play with your friends, we take the 45 minutes to just take you through the lessons on entrepreneurship and what you need to, focus on as you grow up. Because, they say that good parenting for kids requires that parents offer their kids the best opportunities to rise up in a healthy way, especially in becoming people who are disciplined, people who shape their character in a way that demonstrates ability to lead, in a way that helps the kids to grow up understanding that they need to live purposefully. And I'll do cover some of these things in the first slide. Then as I do so, I can see that quite a good number of the participants have joined, and they will just proceed. And for those who have just joined, I was having a chat here with Jasmine, and I was talking about this morning, very early in the morning, I was at Karura and I joined about 100 delegates or clans of Kapabil, who some have come with their families. There are some kids who have joined the walk. And I think the drop in the number today could be perhaps because I've seen quite a big chunk of the kids who usually come for this class. They are in the Karura walk that is happening this morning. And Jasmine was asking me, what is the objective of the walk? And I told her that the purpose of today's walk in Karura is to remind everyone that we need also to take care of our health, our physical health, because it's not just enough to work. We need to play and stay healthy, because you see, you need to develop yourself in an all-rounded way, so that you keep your physical fitness in check, which contributes to good health. When you have good health, you become more productive. Productivity means that you are able to take care of your responsibilities in line with the definition of discipline. When you take care of your responsibilities, you're able to create value as a healthy person. When you create value, you not only get appreciated, but you also influence how people in society live by adding value to their life. So I want us to go straight into the session, and I can see we have Francis here, FCPA Francis, good to see you. Of course, Jasmine is here. I've seen Irene. I don't know who is behind each of your gadgets. I hope you are accompanied by your kids or that kind of thing. I see Kayla is here. Michelle, we have Robin, we have Ruth, who has joined, and then I can see Sunny. Sunny is also here, and Ryan. Ran is also in the class. So I'm going to project the material that we are going to use today, so that we can commence the lesson for today. And today, what we are going to do is to continue with the discussion we had last time. And ideally, what we said today is that we'll be looking at some examples of what we discussed last time. And in so doing, I want to remind anyone who didn't attend the class last time is that on Saturday, the 23rd, we discussed entrepreneurship and innovativeness. And our big focus in the last class was to show you the connection of innovativeness to what we have talked about every week in this class. We have talked about discipline, and we define discipline as being aware of your responsibilities and acting on your responsibilities. And I'll ask that question again in today's class. If you're disciplined and you know your responsibilities, and then we have also discussed the fact that when you know your responsibilities and you take care of them and act on them daily, then you create value. Creating value requires that you think. So we've talked about thinking, the need for us to always think before we act, right? When you think, the more you think, usually you come up with ideas. And the thinking and the idea development process is called creativity. People who think become creative and come up with ideas. And after you test your ideas and you see they can work, then you come up with an innovation. And innovation happens when now you start implementing the idea. So in future, you'll read books about innovation, and they say that innovation goes hand in hand with execution. Execution means implementation. So if you have an innovation, for instance, you've come up with a formula for helping the police to discover who is speeding on the highway, then you need to implement that idea so it becomes an innovation. And for you to succeed in implementing it, you need to ask yourself, what do you need? Do you need money? Do you need staff? Do you need an office? Do you need additional software? All those questions. But I'll not go into those details today because we have a chance next Saturday, because next Saturday we'll be looking at a very interesting topic. And I'll tell you the topic we'll be covering at the end of today's class. So in terms of today's class and thinking about what we covered last week we were asking you questions about the need for us to think. Thinking is the thought process for making decisions. When you make good decisions, what happens is that you are able to take care of your responsibilities, which is discipline. When you take care of your responsibilities, you create value. When you create value, it means that either you are implementing the innovations that are already in place, or you are coming up with your own new innovations. And so before I go into today's topic, I want to speak to the parents. I don't know how many parents are here present today, but I know that in all the classes that we cover at Kids Money, usually there are parents present. At least there's a parent or two, although there are occasions when kids just join these classes in the absence of their parents, and I've witnessed that before. But for the purpose of the parents, I want to remind you this quote from Jeff Bezos. Jeff, you know, Jeff is very much respected because Jeff has this philosophy that says that we need to think long term. So if you're a kid and you're here, you need to ask yourself, in the next 10 years, where will I be? Some of you are in grade 5. In the next 10 years, where will you be? But I don't like even the 10 years. I want you to ask yourself, in the next 20 years, where will I be? Because people who think ahead tend to really be successful. If you read books and biographies about the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, you realize that they actually are long-term thinkers. And because you're still young, you're a small kid, you have the ability to have the opportunity to think really, really far ahead into life and say to yourself, okay, in this world, how can I have an impact in the next 15 years? Right now, I'm in grade 3. In 20 years, I'll have already graduated from university. What do I want to be? How do I want to be of value to my society when I'm 23 years, when I'm leaving university? When you start thinking like that, not only do you refine your focus on being disciplined in school and at home, but also you commit your mind to thinking about things that positively impact society. And I think the people here, the kids here who joined our classes from March, because this classes started in March, we have always told you that education is the most important investment. As long as you're alive, it doesn't matter when you'll be 50 years old, when you'll be 60 years old. Even your grandfather knows that education, you must continue learning for as long as you are still alive. There are people who stop learning or take learning for granted. Pursuing education is the most important commitment for human beings. And that's why we created this class. And Jeff says that for the kids, it's good to do this education thing, teaching them the right skills really, really early. And he calls educating kids lighting the fire, because we are lighting a fire in you to become somebody in society, to do big things as you grow up. I told you in the last class that when you think about the people like Jeff Bezos, people like Mark Zuckerberg, in this class, I think we only want to produce about four Mark Zuckerbergs or just 4 Jeff Bezos, and then they'll create opportunities like the one Capable has created to teach kids. And those opportunities will help to transform our society, help to transform our countries, help to transform our continent, Africa. Then, so having seen what Jeff is saying here, that education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. and that lighting that fire early is a giant leg up for any child. All we are saying to the parents is that please don't start running helter-skelter. When your kid turns 25, they've left campus.
Excuse me, Evans.
Yes, Jeff. I'm sorry, Jasmine.
I'm not Jasmine.
Oh, this is Kyla. Oh, sorry, Kyla. Hi. Yes, you can speak.
Is this not for parents only?
No. Even you can hear. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. It's not only for parents. We are coming to the slides for you, but the reason why we include this one for parents is so that we show the parents the reasons why you should be here, Kayla. Kayla, are we together?
Excuse me.
Yes.
May I ask?
Yes, please. Yeah.
But are we gonna learn anything new today?
Of course, yes. Who is speaking?
Sunny.
Yeah, of course. You'll learn some new things. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, yeah, you will do. So Kayla, I put this slide for parents, but also I want you also to hear. Because if you don't hear, if your parents are not here, you should hear. Because if the parents are here, they're the ones who will tell you. The parents will tell you that education is important. The parents will tell you that KeyEdPesa program will empower you, Kayla, and the other kids who are here today, so that you grow up purposefully. I'll tell you what purposeful growth means. Ethical means not cheating, not being disobedient, not stealing. In school, you are being told to respect others. That is ethical behavior. And to be resourceful. Being resourceful means that you can create value. Remember, we defined the meaning of value creation before, but we'll also define today. And our aim, there are some lessons here, Sunny. Sunny, you are asked whether we learn anything new today. Yes, we will learn. But Sunny, there are some things you will keep hearing because we don't want you to forget. Are we together, Sunny?
Yes, but may I ask another question?
Who is speaking?
Sunny.
Yes, Sunny.
But will we be continuing even if we're on vacation and you don't have any classes?
Oh, like you mean when you're on vacation? Yes, we'll have classes for those who can join, they can join, okay?
Yes, but what if you don't want to?
You agree with your parent. You can take a break and go for holiday in Mombasa. There's no problem. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah. So everyone will just select after discussing with your mom and dad. Then if you want to take a break, it's just okay. Then this program will support your objective as a parent of raising independent. When we say independent, we mean when a child encounters a problem, they're able to think. And even when the child comes to the parent to say that, you know, daddy, this boy or girl was bullying me. But what I did, I reported to the teacher. You see, that is independent thinking. Instead of crying, you reported to the teacher and told the teacher that so-and-so is mistreating me. That is independent thinking. And you can continue applying that in your life because you'll have problems in life when mom and dad are not there. You need to decide. If it's a situation where you need to go report to the police, you go report to the police. If it is a situation where you need to talk to the person you're dealing with, you do so. And talk to that person and convince them that the right way to do things is this and this. And so that is the independent mind we are talking about. And it goes together with resilience. Resilience means that you are able to withstand difficult situations, right? Maybe.
Okay.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, but may I ask something else?
Yes, please.
That can I remind us of or say something that we learned yesterday? I mean last week.
Yes, in the next slide. Let me finish this slide quickly. Now I'll do it quickly because I see people want to just hear about the good things of entrepreneurship, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm finishing this slide very quickly, so I move there.
Okay.
So resilience means, yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, I wanted to remind us of what we learned last weekend.
Yes, so after this slide, I'll just remind you to remind us, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll do so. So then we are calling you young leaders because I've always said when mom and dad leave you at home to take care of the home, they are making you into a leader. When mom and dad tell you, or when mom tells you that you need to feed the baby and make sure that the baby sleeps, they are giving you leadership responsibilities at home. In school, when your teacher says you are the one who will be the class prefect, that is a leadership responsibility. You are a young leader. In school, when the teacher says that you should help the class in writing the noisemakers in class, that is a leadership responsibility. There are so many leadership responsibilities. And so as young leaders, we want to help you to be successful as people who get to be given responsibilities. And then we need to empower early. I've already spoken about this. It's always good to start empowering early because it's more sustainable. Because, you know, in a more disruptive world, because the world is changing very fast, if you're not well empowered to think independently, to think creatively, to think innovatively, then you might have challenges in a world that is changing fast. And then again, for the parents, in the family, you need to always remind each other, love each other in the family. Warren Buffett says in the third last bullet here, Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest people in the world. He is an investor. He has a lot of money and assets and investments. And he says that you need to always make the family a place where your children go back whenever they find that the world is giving them a lot of problems, and make the home and the family very friendly. Because you see, as a family, you are we, and your children discover the self, the me. And so that's very important. And then second last, all of you who are kids and are in this class, you have a higher ability to learn than adults. I always give the example of language. If you take somebody who is old into a language class like French, and you take a child in the same class, the child might just take 3 months and they are speaking the French language. And the adult can even take 5 years and they've not learned anything, right? So if kids have a high ability to learn, let us teach them the right things this early. And then finally, in the last bullet, we want to teach the children to be curious. When we say curiosity here, what we mean is that we want you to ask more questions. Don't just see things and say yes. Ask questions in your mind, but also ask questions to the people around you. Ask them, why are we doing this? Okay? If we are doing this and the reason is good, how is it done? Okay? You have examples of how it's done. Ask the questions. When somebody asks you to do things, ask them first, why should we do this? And then you can also ask, so what is it that we are doing today? Even in this class, when you come to this class, you should ask me, teacher, what are we doing today? You can also ask me, why are we learning kids money, right? And you can even ask me, how can I go about becoming the best in my class in school? You need to ask those questions. That is what we call curiosity. Even now we are going to elections next week. You need to ask your dad, why do we go to elections? After this class, just ask that question. Why? Why are we going to elect people? Please ask the question when you go home, when this class is over. And then we want you to have a love for learning. We've already talked about resilience. You need to have self-knowledge of yourself, know yourself as a person. Mom will teach you the things you should not do. Dad will also teach you, and they be very wary of strangers, and they take care of yourself. And then you need to always understand that you cannot succeed alone. You need other people. That's why we want to teach you about team spirit. So always accommodate others. There are other people in the team who might make you angry. Don't cry. Don't feel bad. Those things will always happen, and we'll teach you how to fit in a team environment. So having said that, I want to just come here to some questions. But before I start, I want to give you, Sunny, a chance to tell us what you remember from the last class, please. If you can go ahead.
I
Sunny.
have remembered.
Yes.
I remember that we learned about value creation,
Yes.
working as a team,
Yes.
believing in ourselves,
Yes.
and learning how important and how to use money.
Wow. That's very good. Very good. Now, I really like this thing you have done, Sunny. Sunny, you have done something very good because you have made us want to think about what we have learned in the previous classes, okay? And so because of that, I want to now ask the class, in addition to what Sunny has said, is there anyone else here who can remind us what we learned last week? Who is speaking?
It's
We learned
Sunny.
about
Okay, just a moment, Sunny. Can we then allow 2 other people to also speak, if you don't mind? Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's give Jasmine, then Ryan. Jasmine, can you remind us, please?
Other than what, in further and stick to what Sunny said, we
Mhm.
also learned about innovation and creativity, and how
Very good.
good it, and how to be innovative and creative.
Very good. I really like that. I really like that. And because I want the people I'm teaching to remember the things we are learning. So today we'll also remind you about those things of creativity and innovation, so that I don't want you to forget those lessons. I want you to always remember everything that we learn. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Then Ryan.
where we learned about how to start earning money. Like in the future, the jobs for people that they are running out and they are replaced by AI, the robots. So
Yes.
the only way you get the job is by programming or learning how to engineer and creating more robots. Then you sell them to the people who really need the robots to help them do the
Thank
work
you so
for
much.
them.
Thank you so much, Ran. And Ran, in addition to that, because not everyone will be very good at engineering and software engineering, the way you are saying. There are people who are also going to be needed in other fields, like in sports. People will be needed. There'll be people needed in the area of medicine.
Yes.
Because, for example, right now, people are eating very poor diet. People no longer eat, healthy food. And so you find people start having, even physical problems with their bodies when they are not yet very old. And you'll need advisors on diet, how to get a good diet. You'll need people who help with physiotherapy. And then you'll need even the artists who will be driving the entertainment and creative arts sector, right?
Yes.
And the list is long. So we are going to talk about that as we go forward. So I think we also have Ruth. I think I saw Ruth in this class. There's Ruth and Ruth, can you tell?
Evans,
Yes.
may I ask,
Yes, please.
who made up this idea about kids' money?
The idea about kids money.
No, I'm saying who made up the idea about having a class for kids' money online?
Actually, this was a team. Is a team of staff at the Capable Limited. Okay.
So Capable as a team, they were thinking that we should have a class to teach young ones how important money is and how we should use money nicely.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. And the dream, the vision of the people at Capable who were in a team that was thinking, they think the way we are teaching you here. And then when they are done with the thinking, they come up with a list of creative ideas. The idea that they found was the best was coming up with kids money. Okay. And then they said, okay, now we have this idea called kids money. How do we go forward? This is a decision. We need to implement kids money, which is the idea.
May I ask you a question which you should answer?
Yes, please.
What will you do when Capable is so successful and you have a lot of money? what will you do with that success?
Before I answer that question,
Mhm.
I want to just ask some people here to help me answer the question. Then I'll provide my answer. I want to see what the other people in the class think. Then I'll provide my own answer. Okay.
Okay.
So in this class, I can see that we have Ruth. Ruth, are you there? Can you hear me? Can somebody enable Ruth to speak? I want Ruth to tell me.
Yes.
Ruth, can you hear me?
Yes.
So Ruth, that question, you had it. Have you had the question?
Yes.
Let me repeat the question for you, Ruth. That let's assume you are the owner of Capabil, and Capabil becomes so successful and has a lot of money. What would you do with the money?
I will expand Capable and help others.
Very good. Very good.
May I try?
No, Sunny, before you try, just a moment, Sunny. Before you try, let's give Robin. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that. Mugo, I think you want to try. Mugo, you're raising your hand. I don't know, Brandon, if you are here. If the kids are raising their hands, please help me to pick them out, yeah? So can we give Mugo a chance to tell us what he would do? I thought I saw
Okay.
Mugo raising his hand, yeah? Robin, can we give Robin a chance to tell us what he would do if he was so successful and had a lot of money? Robin, are you able to unmute your mic? Then you tell us. Okay. Brandon, are you still around?
Yes, I'm here, Evans. They are
Can
all
you
able.
enable Robin's microphone so that he can speak if you are able to?
Yes, I've allowed everyone to speak.
Yeah, but I see Mugo is still muted because he wanted to contribute. I saw his hand raised.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I've asked him to unmute.
It's all right, no problem. He'll speak later on. Let's hear from Jasmine. Jasmine.
As you said at the beginning of the class, the
Yes,
best thing to invest in is your education.
Exactly.
If I was still a student, I would I'd first invest money into my bank account so that I'd have double the money, and then transfer half of it to pay for my school fees and tuition.
Very good.
And continue.
Hold on, Sunny. Yes, Jasmine.
Continue investing over the years to expand Capabil, like Ruth said, and also donate some money once or twice a year to charity.
Wonderful. Donation to charity. Good.
Giving back to the community. Now, Sunny can speak.
Very good. I love that. Now, can everyone now just mute? Everyone mute. Sunny, do you have one last thing? Because I want to just go to the questions. Sunny, do you have anyone?
Yes.
Yeah, speak quickly, please.
If I was successful in Capabil, I will only use the money in my needs. I will not use it in things like I don't need, like watches, necklaces, and so those stuff. I will only use the money in my needs.
Wonderful. I really love that. And would you do, I think Jasmine had a good idea where, you know, there are some children out there who are really suffering, like those who don't have parents, those who parents cannot pay their fees. Can you help those children with some of your money?
Yes.
Wonderful. I really love that, because we always need to be remembering others who are in need, okay?
Or others would say that they would adopt them.
Yes, some people adopt their children. I really love that idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunny, let's pause for just the next, because we are almost at the top of the hour. I want us to go through these questions very quickly, because this is very key. This is very important for innovation. You know, innovation is the end product, but you have to start with thinking. The way Capabil people did, they sat and thought. After you think, you decide that kids' money was the best idea. And you see, when you come up with kids' money, that means that you have been creative. That is called creativity. And then when you have that creative idea of kids' money, Now you implement it. Now you implement it. That implementation is called an innovation. So kids money is actually an innovation in education. And when you implement it and it becomes an innovation, then you continue developing it the way we are doing now by speaking to the customers, the kids, speaking to the parents and asking them, what can we improve so that you can continue improving? So let's go to the questions. Anyone who can answer this question, just raise your hand. And Brandon is here, he'll help me to pick out the people who can answer quickly. So why is thinking important?
I know.
Wait, you need to raise your hand first, Sunny. You need to raise your hand first.
I've already raised.
No. You see, there's a button for raising the hand. Yes, like that. So let's have Jasmine first, then you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
As you said in the chat, as you said at the beginning of the class, think before you act.
Exactly.
Thinking is a process which allows you to cause actions, which allows you to solve problems. That's also one way of defining entrepreneurship. But if you don't think before you act and think irrationally and perform irrational actions, you may end up hurting someone very badly and regret it later. So to protect yourself from feeling this guilt and regret, take a moment and breathe and think rationally before acting. Also, as you said somewhere in the class, thinking leads to creativity, because when you think, you use both sides of your brain. So, and creativity leads to creative ideas, which lead to innovation, and that's how you be innovative.
Very good. I love that. Jasmine, you are in which grade?
5.
Wonderful. I like how you are making the connection, Jasmine. I like how you're making the connection. You need to think and consider the consequences. As you think, then you make the good decisions to act on something that will be of value. And that thinking is a process of creativity, which creates new ideas. When you implement those new ideas, that becomes an innovation. Congratulations I like how you make the connection, because that is what we want to see all of us understanding as we go forward. Now, Sunny, because we've covered bullet 1, 2, 3. Sunny, I want to ask you a question. Why should we be innovative?
Why should we
be innovative? This one here.
I don't know innovative.
Okay, let me tell you what innovation is. When the people at Capabel were thinking, they think, and then they come up with a decision to come up with an idea, a creative idea called Kids Money, okay? Are you listening? Once they have the creative idea called Kids Money, okay? And to know that Kids Money is a good idea, they called some parents and asked them, will you like to have this? And the parents said, yes, we like that idea. And then this creative idea that comes from creativity, when you start implementing, like now, you see we are in class here, okay? Are you listening, Sunny? Hi, Sunny. Yes. Now we are in class here. This creative idea, you need to see my cursor. This creative idea called Kids Money is now being implemented. This implementation is what we call an innovation, okay?
Yes.
Creativity comes before innovation. You have to create the idea first before it becomes an innovation, because that idea has to be superior. When you start implementing it and changing how you do things, the way at Capabel, we have now started training kids. This is an innovation. So innovations come from creative ideas. Are you seeing the cursor? And an innovation is anything new that adds value that you come up after going through a thinking process and making the decision that this is a creative idea that is good. And the idea is good because you have checked and asked the people who will use it. When you start implementing it, now you call it an innovation. You have innovated a new idea. Have you understood? Hi, Sunny.
Hi.
You understood?
But can you ask another question which is easier?
Yes. Why should people save money? Yeah.
People should save money because they don't know what will happen to them next. Like you have bought a nice apartment and a few years have passed and you've forgotten to pay rent. Now you have used all your money for holidays, expensive hotels and stuff. And now you and your family are suffering because you did not think before deciding what will happen to me next in future. I should save this money because you don't know what will happen in future next for you.
Wonderful.
So if you use your money like that, something can happen like that to you yourself.
Wonderful.
That's why you should save your money. That's why think before doing anything with your money.
Thank you so much. Let me clap for you, Sunny. I'll clap for you. And then, Sunny, which grade are you?
I am in grade 2, yellow.
Wonderful, grade 2, yellow. Wonderful, wonderful. So can we move to the next question? Because this class is becoming interesting. And I'm sorry we started a bit late. We started 15 minutes late, but we'll try to save time so we complete the class. Can somebody define for me what is discipline?
Discipline?
Wait a minute, Sunny and Jasmine, hold on. I want to just hear from the others. Let me check if anyone else wants to try. Anyone else who wants to try? I can see we have Ruth, we have Toke, we have Faith Motiso, we have Robin, we have Maurice, we have Michelle, Koyonjo, we have Margaret Kamau, we have Kayla, we have Jumoke, Irene, Catherine Jau, there is Sunny. Anyone else other than Sunny and Jasmine who wants to try to answer this question? What is discipline?
Discipline.
Wait a minute, Sunny, hold on. Oh, Ryan is here. Ryan, you want to try? Sunny, let's give Ryan a chance to try. Then you can speak on the next one, okay?
Okay.
Right, Ryan, please.
Discipline is the responsibility to do something right, which is applicable to everyone, like your parents, like making your bed, taking care of the baby, washing utensils, keeping the family properties safe. All that.
Thank you. So let's stick with Ran's definition. Ran is saying discipline is knowing your responsibilities and taking action on them. I'll say again, knowing your responsibilities and taking action on them. And when you know your responsibilities could be the things he has said. Making your bed, cleaning your shoes, taking a shower, doing your homework, being in school on time, respecting your parents, obeying your teachers. The list is long. Those are your responsibilities. And also working hard in school is your responsibility. You need to know those responsibilities. And Ran is saying, when you know those responsibilities, you need to act on them and make sure you do those things that are your responsibilities. That is discipline. So Ryan, thank you very much. And I think I want to. Yes, Sunny.
But we can't do our homework because we don't have homework.
Some people have, Sunny. Some people have homework. Yeah.
I have not been given homework because of exams.
Oh, I see. So next, maybe they'll give you in future, okay?
Yes.
So you can do the other responsibilities, okay? Thank you. Jasmine?
I also want to add on to a bit on what Ryan said about discipline.
Very good, yeah.
So as Ryan said, discipline is being aware of your responsibilities and fulfilling them in your home, school, and society.
Exactly.
We all have responsibilities, as Ryan said, like kids taking care of the baby, washing dishes, taking a shower. Yeah. But even grown-ups have responsibilities too, like paying the bills and the tax.
Yes.
And I remember you saying this in a class a while back.
Mhm.
When we fulfill these responsibilities, it's called discipline and action, and
Yes.
then the result is called valued creation.
Exactly. I like, Jasmine, you normally do a very good job. You normally do a good job of making the connection.
Okay,
You
it's
see,
my turn now.
yeah, because you see, when you're disciplined, normally you end up creating value, isn't it?
Yep.
And you'll discover that this value creation, which we'll define shortly, is being helpful and useful to the people you interact with at home, in school, and in society. That is value creation. So, for example, when you help mom to clean utensils, you're creating value at home. When you help the teacher in school to clean the compound in the school by supervising the other kids in school, you are creating value in the school, right? Because that value is created because the teacher feels you have been helpful and you have been useful in solving a problem in the school. And always make that connection of discipline, because when you're disciplined, you need to ask yourself, what value am I going to create? And I've said, when you create value, normally it means you have been helpful. You have been helpful. So can we define value creation?
Yes, can I tell you the story of person A and person B correctly?
Yes, just a moment. We'll come to that shortly. Let us just first of all say, what is value creation? Anyone who wants to tell us what value creation is? Jasmine,
I know.
Yes, tell us, Sunny.
Value creation is like now responsibilities. Like value creation is now you have now been told. Now your mother has told you, I'm going to drop your brother at your friend's house. Please stay here with the baby. Now you have obeyed. Now when you do as your mother has ordered, now that is making value creation.
Very good. I like that. I like that. I like that. So Ruth, please add to that, Ruth.
Value creation is being resourceful and helpful to other people.
Very good. Being resourceful and helpful to other people. Hey, this class is very good. Yeah. I love this class. That's very nice. I like that. Sunny, Ruth, all the others who are participating. Thank you so much for that. So can someone define for us entrepreneurship?
Yes,
Jasmine, go for it.
Entrepreneurship is a system of thinking.
Just let's be a bit quiet while Jasmine is talking. So Jasmine, go for it.
Oh, sorry. Entrepreneurship is a system of thinking which allows you to solve problems. And when you solve these problems, you create value in yourself and your product, and in your society.
Yes.
And as a distribute to this, for your product, you make a small fee so that you can also make profit.
Very good. What Jasmine is saying is that entrepreneurship. It's your turn, but let me just describe what she said, then you can speak. Yeah, just 1 second.
Okay.
So what Jasmine has said is that entrepreneurship is a system of thinking. Remember, the first question here is, why is thinking important? So please never forget, to be a good entrepreneur, you must be a good thinker, and you need a system of thinking. And good entrepreneurs is a system of thinking because they are serial innovators. And we've already said innovation is what you implement after going through the thinking, decision-making, and the creative idea process. Once you are satisfied that your idea is good, you innovate and implement it. When you implement it, it's an innovation. And what entrepreneurs do is that, can we mute, please?
Come on, Aunt. Wow.
Brandon, if you're there, you can mute for me the rest of those who are not muted. So Jasmine has told us that entrepreneurship is a system of thinking. Underline the word thinking. That's the most important business for any human being, thinking. It's a system of thinking because entrepreneurs think differently. They focus on identifying solutions for people and the society by asking themselves, how can we solve this problem better? And then they come up with a solution. And that solution is usually an innovation. And because that innovation is creating value for the people and for the society, these entrepreneurs go further to charge a fee for it. People should pay for it because, the entrepreneur needs to continue investing in producing more of these solutions to serve more people. And when the entrepreneur charges a fee or a small price, normally they make a small profit or some profit from the solutions that they are selling. And please, you need to see that connection, because I think I'll come back to this again in the next class, because it's really, really important. It's really, really important for us here to keep this idea of entrepreneurship, very well built and arranged in our minds, so that as we grow up, because there are some lessons we'll be covering from January next year, where the lessons we are covering now will be very critical. And some of you here who will be outstanding, will give you a chance to train in this class. We'll give you a chance to train in this class to teach others, because I can see already here, there is a lot of contribution from some of you like Ruth, Sunny, and Jasmine. You're doing a good job. So can we see what Ruth wanted to say before we go to the story, Ruth and Jasmine? Let's start with Ruth, then Sunny. Hi, Ruth. Ruth, are you still there?
I wanted to answer the question that you asked.
Oh, the one on entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Are you happy how we have answered, or you want to add something?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good, very, very, very good. Jasmine, do you want to add anything?
I just wanted to add something to my answer also.
All right,
And then
please.
you can talk to Sunny.
Yes,
Also, when entrepreneurs invest in their money, they also hire some staff, so that they can also hire some staff and expand their business in branches in different places.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good idea. Very good thought. Very good lesson. Like right now, let me tell you a story. Yeah? Right now, you see, myself and Brandon, we work for Kapabil. Right now, we are here in this kids money class, okay? Some of our staff, the others, are in Karura Forest. We have over 100 people working in Karura Forest, including kids. They are doing a healthy work because we're educating them about keeping fit and healthy. Then we have some other staff right now, as I speak to you, who are in Turkey. Turkey is in Europe. They flew to Turkey more than a week ago to go and do training for some of our delegates. Then as I'm speaking to you right now in this class, we have another team in Singapore. They're in Singapore actually training. Now, you can't do all of these things. You are in Turkey, you are in Singapore, you are in Karura, and you're in kids money class on Saturday as one person. You need to have a team. So your point is very good, Jasmine. Thank you so much. So let's now have Sunny. Sunny, are you there? Sunny, can you tell us the story if you're ready? Can you activate your mic, Sunny? We can't hear you. Sunny, we cannot hear you. Yes.
Mute.
Yes, tell us the story.
This is a different one, which is like, there's a different one that I've been taught by my teacher at school. That is about a girl called Linda and a boy.
You want to tell us about that?
I'm saying this new story. No, wait. There's this new story my teacher told me in school, which is just the same as Persona, but a bit different.
So you want to tell us?
You see, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us, because that's maybe the final act for today. Yes.
Yes. You see, that's like there was a girl called Linda and a boy called Mark. Linda used to wake up at 4 to go to the market to get nice tomatoes to sell. But Mark woke up at 8, and when he arrived at the market, he found very small green tomatoes, and he had to take those ones to go sell. So Linda, as she started selling, her price used to be 50, but she has lowered it to 40. Now more customers come to Linda instead of Mark because Mark's tomatoes are very small and green. Now people wonder, are these tomatoes or are these small things? So Linda started becoming more successful and more successful. And Mark used to be very, very lazy. Mark did not listen to the teacher. He watched bad things and never used to revise. By Linda listened to the teacher and did not watch. She wanted to play with her friends and she revised a lot. One day, now Mark was saying, I should try to wake up like at 7, Mark. But Linda now tried to say, I'm going to wake up at 5 now. Now Linda woke up at 5, went to the market, found the good tomatoes, but Mark tried. When Mark went to the market at 7, he only found 3 big red tomatoes. So he was like, okay, I'll take them. But now Linda was coming more successful, but Linda was feeling bad for her friend Mark. So Linda said to Mark, why are you so sad? And Mark answered, I wake up so late to go to the market and I've always find green tomatoes. And then Linda said, try to follow what I do. I will show you how to do it right. Now, Mark used to copy what Linda did, listen to the teacher, revise a lot, and go play. And then one day Linda woke Mark up at 4, and Linda said, Mark, wake up. We have to go get the good tomatoes. And then Mark woke up, got ready, ate breakfast, and then they left home. And then when they arrived, Mark was so happy and said, Linda, thank you for helping me. Now we're both successful. And Linda and Max Max's job became more successful and at once Linda and Mark became trillionaires, and then they lived happily ever after.
Thank you. I love that story. I love it. So the lesson in that story is that Linda was working very hard, isn't it?
Yes.
Linda was disciplined, is it?
Yes.
Linda was thinking very creatively. He had creative ideas to go early to pick the best tomatoes, isn't it?
Yes.
And she was also creative because she gave a discount on the price. Is that correct?
Yes.
And
She lowered the price to 40 and the price used to be 50. Now
that means Linda was more innovative, right?
Yes, but Mark was very, very lazy.
I know, Sunny. So Sunny, can I break down your story? Yeah.
Okay.
Between the two, who was a better entrepreneur? Was it Linda or Mark?
Linda.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Sunny, we need to close the class today, but I want to hear what Jasmine wants to say before we end.
Okay. I'm so sorry, especially because I know we're late, but I just wanted to say I love Sunny's story so much, and it showed a perfect description about entrepreneurship. Linda was disciplined and created a lot of value in her community and society and worked very hard, while Mark was, on the other hand, wasn't very disciplined and wasn't very creative and innovative.
Wow.
And also when Linda helped Mark, that's something that's actually a role in the real corporate world. It's called a financial advisor.
Yes.
So I just wanted to thank Sunny for saying that story and it was very beautiful. Thanks, Sunny.
Wonderful. Sunny,
welcome.
Can you? Yes, good. I love you.
I am welcome. I am welcome to the whole class.
Thank you so much. So now,
I will make up another story for the next class.
Wonderful. I love that. I really love that. I love that. So now what we do, because today we had a different story on how to be disciplined. I think this our story here for the water pump. We can cover it next time. We have already defined entrepreneurship today. And so this slide here, we'll just keep it here because you see, we always use this slide to define entrepreneurship. You see this slide here, this one here,
Yes.
because we say it's a system of thinking to create ideas that will help people solve problems. So because you see the slide on entrepreneurship will be with us throughout the Kids Money program, because ultimately we want the Kids Money team to be the best entrepreneurs in the world.
Yes.
Then finally, in closing, I wanted to let you know that our next class is next Saturday on 6th August at 12, the same time. I think you'll close school this coming week, maybe on 4th or 5th of August, because we are going into elections. Then our topic is going to be idea monetization. You see, when Jasmine was defining entrepreneurship, she said, in entrepreneurship as a system of thinking, once you come up with an idea that solves problems for the people, for the society, and the people feel that you're creating value, you can always charge a price and make a profit as you sell to the people. That is what we call monetization. So we'll discuss how to make money. Monetization means making money from ideas, And remember, ideas that are implemented are what we call innovation. When you implement an idea, it is an innovation. So we'll cover this in the next class on 6th August. And we want to just let you know that most of the kids here have subscribed for the full year. But what we are doing is that we are actually upgrading our website, because our website is very slow. Our website is very slow at the moment. So a new look friendlier website will be unveiled by the end of next week. So anyone who has not subscribed, when you go to the website, it is gonna be much faster than you have ever seen. And then we can have more and more of those who want to subscribe joining the class. So the charges are monthly 200 shillings. And for the 12 months per year is 1,250. When you forfeit one pizza, a mega pizza is 1,200. If you just forgo one mega pizza, you get the classes for the whole year. So before I close, let me hear from Sunny. Sunny, we are finishing. You can tell us.
Okay. I would like to say that have we learned like anything new in this session today? Like anything new, like something different?
Yes, of course. We have learned your story.
And about innovation.
About innovation, also we've learned about how when you do what? When you create an idea and you implement it, it is innovation. So we have learned a new thing. So Sunny, before we close, can you allow me to listen to Robin? Robin, your hand is up, Robin, before we close. Robin, can you say something, please?
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm very grateful for the session. It has been great. Though I was not able to talk, but next time I'll prepare earlier because I think my voice had an issue.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, it was great having you.
Thank you, Robin. Robin, this is your first time, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it appears we'll see you more every time we have the class, right?
Yeah, I will be around.
Thank you so much. Then Robin, which class are you now? You are in which class? From 2 or from 8?
No, I'm a second year.
At the university?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Just feel at home. Don't worry about the fact that we have campus people here. You know, when we started Kids Money, we sent a survey to the parents who attended. And the parents, people are really old. They told us that this learning is not just for kids because the parents learned a lot. You can imagine. Robin. You can imagine. So you're in the right place. Make sure you attend class because it's going to help you. You can see how Jasmine in grade 5, she really understands decision making and its impact. Sun is in grade 2. She has very good understanding of how being disciplined and resourceful is critical. Then let us hear Toke. Toke, please say something before we end.
I'm new, so I want to ask a question.
Toke, this your first time, Toke?
Yeah,
Did you enjoy the class?
yeah,
You think you will come to the next one?
yeah,
Very good. You tell your friends about it, yeah?
yeah.
And if you need more information, I think you can always reach us. Kapabil, when you go to our website, our contacts are there, everything. If you need anything, you just click on the website and send us a mail, all right?
Okay.
But please, all of you, make sure you show up for the class on 6th of August, next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I think I want to release you so you can go for lunch.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, please, okay.
Which is the best saving account for children?
Actually, I think some kids have opened accounts last week. Ruth, you opened an account, right?
Yes.
Ruth, tell us about your account. Then Jasmine can also tell us about bank accounts. Ruth, please, which account did you open, Ruth? Mom opened an account for you, right? Hi, Ruth.
Hi. My account is called
Yes, Ruth. Is it a savings account?
My account is called Jumbo Genius Saving, and I have saved 1,500 by baking and selling cookies.
Wow. Oh, wow, I love that. Those ideas like selling cookies, we are going to use them in this class as an example on how to be an entrepreneur, okay?
Yes.
Congratulations. Is that Coop Bank or KCB?
Copper Bank.
Coop Bank, thank you. Jasmine, before I close, can you tell us something about bank accounts?
My bank account personally was created, I think, around 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. And it's in I&M Bank.
Yeah.
It's normal. We save it for my college tuition or for future purposes.
Yeah.
And every time I get little money from someone, I go to the bank myself and negotiate for a rate.
Yeah.
And put it in my account.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Negotiating for people who don't know is basically like it's how do I say this? It's not like arguing, it's like asking for something higher.
Oh, yes, a better rate, yeah?
Yeah, a better rate.
One that benefits you.
Yeah, I think Mr. Evans will say it when we have more time next lesson.
Exactly. Yeah, Jasmine, just remind me about the bank accounts. And I know that Ryan also has a bank account. I think Sunny has a bank account. She has saved 4,500 shillings, also with Coop Bank. So Toke, just go for a savings bank account. And Toke, what we'll do in future is to provide more examples of how you can make the money you are saving more, earn you more returns. Okay, Toke?
Okay.
Okay, you're in which class?
I'm going to year 7.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So now, Sunny, any last word? Sunny, your hand is up. Okay. I think now we come to the end of the class. I'd like to hand the program back to Brandon, and I look forward to seeing all of you next Saturday. Brandon, can we close the class, please?
Thank you so much, Evans. This has been a very wonderful session, and I really love the responses from the kids. Kids are so genuine and they are very interesting. And I wish I had been introduced to this session when I was this young. So to the kids, it's been very amazing being with you here today. I know you can't see my face, but I'm also a kid like you. I learn a lot from Evans, but I love the session. So I think we can just close, Evans. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you on Saturday. Bye, Sunny.
Teacher.
It's crying.
So now, Sunny, any last word, Sunny? Your hand is up.
It's crying.
Sun-